I'm Hannah O'Neill. My article was The Rise and Fall of Probability in the K-8 Mathematics Curriculum in the United States by Cynthia W. Landgraf from Illinois State University. It was published in July 2016 in the 13th International Congress on Mathematical Education. Basically, the main idea of the article is that in the United States and the rest of the world, but the article mainly focuses on the United States, is that probability has been taken out of the Common Core standards for all grades except for 7th grade. In 7th grade, the standard states that students should investigate chance processes and develop, use, and evaluate probability models, whereas before, for the Common Core grade bands, for kindergarten through 4th grade, the probability was addressed in a standard with statistics, which was aimed at exploring concepts of chance, like likely or unlikely, certain, or luck. And then for grades 5 through 8, it was called for students to be engaged in explorations of probability in real-world context, and detailed 5 specific expectations, which were to model situations by devising and carrying out experiments or simulations to determine probabilities, model situations by constructing a sample space to determine probabilities, appreciate the power of use a probability model by comparing experimental results with mathematical expectations, make predictions that are based on experimental or theoretical probabilities, and develop an appreciation for the persuasive use of probability in the real world. Basically, it's an article saying that by not having probability apparent as a standard in the K-8 grades, we are limiting the successfulness that the students will have in the future regarding interpreting data and statistical information, which I completely agree with, because in my student teaching, I'm in 8th grade, and the students struggle with probability. They struggle with anything regarding any kind of interpreting data, like interpreting a graph and interpreting what the graph is saying because of that data, and any kind of statistical information going along with that. They don't know how to interpret tables, graphs, maps, all kinds of stuff. And so I agree with Ms. Langrel by saying that by taking out probability in those lower grades, they aren't getting it as much as, say, I did whenever I was a student, and I only graduated high school 5 years ago in 2015, 4 years ago in 2015, and what I learned in 9th grade is not taught in 8th grade. Well, whenever you lower some things, you have to take out some things. So probability was one of the things that was taken out as a Common Core standard, and it really affects the learning of the students nowadays.